Noob review.
Hello and welcome to another noobreview.com quick look video, and today we are looking back on the classic Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver on the PlayStation. I am joined by Adam Radcliffe, as ever.
I love this game.
And Kieran Roycroft.
That's probably a good thing, because I've never played this game.
Well, you're in luck then, because it's complicated, so I'm going to cut to the game's intro now.
Yay!
Kain is deified. The clans tell tales of him. Few know the truth. He was mortal once, as were we all. However, his contempt for humanity drove him to create me and my brethren. I am Raziel, firstborn of his lieutenants. I stood with Kain and my brethren at the dawn of the Empire. I have served him a millennium. Over time, we became less human and more divine. Kain would enter the state of change and emerge with a new gift. Some years after the Master, our evolution would follow, until I had the honor of surpassing my lord. For my transgression, I earned a new kind of reward. Agony. There was only one possible outcome. My eternal damnation. I, Raziel, was to suffer the fate of traitors and weaklings, to burn forever in the bowels of the Lake of the Dead. Cast him in. Tumbling, burning with white-hot fire, I plunged into the depths of the abyss. Unspeakable pain, relentless agony. Time ceased to exist. Only this torture and a deepening hatred of the hypocrisy that damned me to this hell. An eternity passed, and my torment receded, bringing me back from the precipice of madness. The descent had destroyed me, and yet I lived.
Raziel, you are worthy. I know you, Raziel. You are worthy.
What madness is this?
So we're looking at some gameplay here now then, I take it, because it looks decidedly less good.
Next to this travesty.
Yes, this is just the introduction to the gameplay here.
You did not survive the abyss, Raziel.
I hate to break it to you, Raziel, but you're dead.
I'll tell you one thing though, it's a really good universe that they've created. It's like it's loads of it's a really nice atmosphere. I'm surprised it hasn't been sort of revisited in modern gaming, really.
They attempted it.
I kind of think I don't want to say they ran it into the ground, because that's not really the case. But the later games that they released on the PlayStation 2 just didn't do as well as this original one did. And I really, 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 really hope that they make a new one, even if they just remade this one with a kind of modern day
HD graphics.
Yeah, and perhaps rejigged the gameplay and story a little bit.
Or maybe even a total reboot like the Castlevania games.
Yeah, even that.
They are quite popular these days.
Where did you read that?
My brain. I picked it out my brain.
Literally just made it up.
Soul Reaver,
So
my angel.
I'm just enjoying the... Ah, here we go, gameplay.
Yeah, so one of the cool things is that as Raziel, you can't actually die. If you lose all of your energy, you return to the spectral realm,
Right.
where you have to gather up souls to refill your energy, and then you go back to the material plane. So you'll see an example of this in a moment.
Not the most attractive fella now, is he? That he's got no skin. Still sporting that hideous haircut, though. Would have thought the acid would have probably burnt that off.
Hey,
It's probably all the product he had in there. Probably put loads of gel in it. So
curtains were
that look.
popular back then.
Yeah, if you say so.
Oh, you're not standing on it properly, Luke. Stand on it properly.
I know. This is actually one of the things I found with this, is that the controls are a little loose, so I found it a little difficult to land on exact targets and kind of step in exactly the right place I wanted to be.
Well, that's because you're used
Perhaps
to
you
the
could say it's
modern
my
day
fault.
controls. Back then, this was
Yes.
fine.
I knew my opponent's weakness.
Now this is actually one of the key points of the game, the really brutal combat. Because obviously you're fighting vampires for the most part. You could like beat them to a pulp, but their health will regenerate and they'll just recover. So what you need to do is either burn them, impale them, or drown them in order to kill them.
Bloody hell, okay.
So you'll see in a minute. Just so happens there's a big beam of sunlight there, a pond, and a big sharp thing on the wall that I'm throwing him on.
Oh. Very conveniently placed as well, might I add.
Well,
Yes,
that's what
this is the
happens
dystopian
when
future.
the world gets taken over by vampires. The first thing they do, immediately...
Just put stakes on all the walls.
Exactly.
It's cool that it's got sort of environmental hazards and stuff, though. That's really cool.
Yeah, I mean, I would actually say this is quite an innovative game. Perhaps, I don't know if I'd go as far as to say it was... Yeah, I don't know if I'd go as far as to say that it was influential, but it's definitely innovative.
Yeah.
And you had these kind of light environmental puzzles as well, where you had to move blocks around in order to create ledges to get high enough to reach the next area.
I remember it taking me so long to figure out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. You are pretty stupid.
It's normally the simplest ones.
This actually introduces one of the key gameplay mechanics here as well. You, as well as hunting down Kain, you're hunting down your brothers. And each of your brothers has got their own specific gifts. For instance, one of them can survive in water. Now, when you kill them and consume their souls, you inherit their gifts as well, which then opens up different areas of the world to you. So, for instance, you kill the brother that can survive in water. Now, suddenly you can swim to new areas of the land.
Right. Okay. He didn't last very long, did he?
I always find it amusing.
No. I just like the way Raziel kind of boldly holds open his mouth scarf like a streaker and goes, "Look at my lack of chin."
And the fact that I can still talk, no jaw. That's really...
Why doesn't he burn? He's a vampire. Surely you should be burning there.
He's not a vampire anymore, he's a Soul Reaver.
Oh.
He's immune to sunlight.
I think he also said it's only young vampires that get damaged by sunlight now.
Oh, right. So, these just happen to be like teenager vampires.
Yeah, we're beating up vampire kiddies.
Just like teenagers in real life.
Yeah, that's very true.
This is something I was talking about with the imprecision in the controls. I'm standing in front of the door pressing the open button, but he's just kind of punching the air. You have to stand in an exact spot to get him to open the door.
Confound these hands!
Whoa, that made my eyes go crazy, though.
I love that visual trick. Now, these here are portals that that allow you to travel from the spectral realm to locations in the physical world. So it's, rather than having a checkpoint system, what you do, once you've activated one of those, if you die and go to the teleporter in the spectral world, you can teleport to the locations all around the world.
Ah, that's cool.
I used one of them once. That's how I got here.
Oh, right, that explains
Good to
why
know.
you're so retarded. But Soul Reaver!
It's a fantastic game, and I recommend everyone try it. It's available to download, actually, on PlayStation Network right now. So you should download it and play it on your PS3.
Thank you for playing. Presented by
Noob Review.